Hey, what's going on? It's Leanne, and here's a quick video to show you how to deal with this kind of issue. Here's the issue, which I wrote about on the blog post. If you're not on the blog post, click the link to go to the blog post, but if you're on the blog post, you've already read this, so I'll make it quick. Basically, I'm doing a search online, and I know from past experience that origami is not a profitable niche online. How do I know this? Well, here's the basic way to search. If I go to google.com and I search for origami, and I just want to go to the base term, there are no ads on the site. And I can go to different things like, and now Origami Owl, by the way, is a new network marketing company. Very interesting. I found it yesterday looking around, but that's not what I'm looking for. So let's look for Origami Owl, and no ads. All right, let's try something else. Let's try, we'll put origami in, but we'll put a space in front, so maybe it'll give us something. Advanced origami. All right, let's do that. Oh, look at that. Nope, no ads. All right, basically, origami is not a profitable niche. Not a profitable niche. You don't make money online. If you did, people would be doing it. So, but I want to know, I'm writing my blog post with Empower Network, and with Empower Network, you pretty much blog about anything, even stuff that doesn't make money online, okay, and make money. And I want to try this, but I want to increase my chances of making sales, right, randomly from people who are checking out my blog and see something that they like, right? So here I am in Alexa, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a website on origami. Okay, so I'm going to grab a website on origami. Let's see, something that looks like, okay, this is pretty extensive. Let's see, this might not have enough data, but let's go to Alexa and try it. So I'm going to plug in a site and search. And all right, so it's got some details, so that's good. Let's check it out, and let's see if they have audience. That's what I want to know. Awesome. Okay, so advanced demographics for origami make. Okay, so age mostly 25 to 44. Some college education, mostly women. Wow, huge amount of women compared to men. Has children and is browsing from home. All right, now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open up another Alexa window, and this time we're gonna type in Empower Network. Now let's check it out. All right, so we're gonna get the details here and go to audience. All right, so interesting. So Empower Network audience is older. So origami audience was 25 to 34. Empower Network 45 to 65 plus. Wow. More males than females. Some children, the tiny bit looks like, hard to tell. No college or some college, so the college thing is similar, and browsing from home. So these two are similar. The demographic in Empower Network seems older in terms of age, and seems like it's not skewed towards females the way that origami is. The question is, will it work? And there's only one way to find out, and that's to try it. So so before I get to showing you the origami ones, I'll just take you through the discussion of the second part of my my blog title, which is Limitless Possibilities. Because as I was doing all the research, I decided to just type different things in and see, what could I write about, and I ended up on network marketing for some reason. There's just like so many options, right? When you think about anything that you can do research for online, it's pretty much anything that exists in the world, and that's limitless. It's impossible to pinpoint something unless you really have a strong preference, right? So I know I like origami, I know I like yoga, so I can look up things like that. But here's what this made me think of. As I was looking for this, I was thinking about this process that I've been doing every morning, which is, it's called a Who Am I Really process, and it just takes you through the feeling of limitless possibilities, the feeling that anything is possible. And here's the basic premise. It's that you have beliefs, right? You have beliefs, things that you believe, and you think that they are the truth. But in fact, they're just a truth. And someone else looking at a specific situation, for example, might define it in a different way. So if you think about, if you believe that, and I'll take this because I saw this ad in Facebook that says, do you believe that marriage is between one man and one woman? Vote now, which is very, very obviously focused on, it's a lead generation campaign for a very conservative magazine, online magazine, and obviously they're looking for people who are conservative, who believe that marriage is between a man and a woman, that they don't believe in gay marriage. I thought it was funny it showed up on my page because I am very much gay and very much married to a woman, and I just thought it was funny. But so here's the thing. Let's say, I know my belief. I don't agree with that, right? My belief is anyone should be able to get married. Women with women, men with men, men with women, right? And I guess I should I should back up, because I don't believe other things about marriage. Like, I don't think that that a goat and a woman should be able to get married. Like, was it on the Ellen DeGeneres show one time, getting married to a goat, or maybe on one of her on her comedy shows? I think I saw that. Anyway, so I don't really believe that, but there are people who might believe that. And here's the thing: if you're watching something, if you see something, you might believe it, you might not believe it, and your beliefs come from your life experiences, mostly as a kid, right? Mostly as a kid. So you're a little kid, maybe 4 or 5 years old, and your parents do or say things, and it makes you believe certain things, right? So, and it's probably boring that I'm staying on one page, so I'll scroll up and down to make this interesting. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so basically, you have these beliefs, you carry them through life, and you feel like you are your beliefs. You're like, oh, I'm a shy person, I'm a person who believes X, Y, Z. But then if you look at everything that you believe, people believe different things, and it's just a matter of their random circumstances in life. So when you kind of step away from that, you start to realize that you are not your beliefs. You're not your beliefs. In fact, you are the person who created your beliefs, and you're just living as if you are your beliefs. But in fact, you are the consciousness that created your beliefs, that then control, or not control, but then create your thoughts and your feelings and your actions, right? So I'm going through this process every morning, and sometimes during the day, and sometimes at night, depending on when I get to it. And I just thought, wow, there's limitless possibilities. And then I thought, wow, there really are limitless possibilities. And in my search for network marketing, I pulled up one of the terms right here, your first year in network marketing. I was looking for a nice long keyword phrase, and I pulled it up. And I saw, just from the Google search, this one, maybe it was a blog post, or I don't know what it was, but the description said, about overcoming your fears and overcoming, different things and getting through your first year in network marketing. And I thought, wow, if you got rid of all these like limiting beliefs that you have, and you got into network marketing without any preconceived notions, and without anything that would stop you from trying something and from doing something, you would be a massive success without even trying. Because so often we just sabotage ourselves. And this isn't everything, not just network marketing. It's just how I got to that thought. In everything you do, you are the person who sabotages everything with your beliefs. And it's not like you mean to, but if you back off and you say, wait, I'm not my beliefs, I'm the person who created these beliefs, and now I'm living these beliefs. If you just step back, then you realize that by changing the beliefs, by getting rid of beliefs, really not changing them, just getting rid of them, and just living life the way you are, without these added meanings to life, you can just about do anything. Anything is possible. So that's that's a day in the life of Leanne in keyword research, and hopefully you learned something, whether it was about limitless possibilities or just about market research. And after today, I'm going to start blogging about origami, I think, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And my goal is to get as many people to my blog as possible. So let me show you this. How about that? Let me show you this. We're going to search origami. Only show ideas closely related to my search terms. That's just because I want to see just phrases with origami. And I am searching in phrase match. And my goal is in local monthly searches, I want to have in phrase match at least 500. Otherwise, I'm not doing it, right? The higher the number, the more searches. Origami, 1.2 million searches, too broad, but let's see what else can we search for. So I'm going to go back to my Google search, and we're going to do origami, owl, flower, heart. Ooh, let's do a heart. I like making hearts. Actually, one of my students in school taught me how to make an origami heart. And let's search that. And once again, here's proof that it is not commercially viable, but I'm going to try to disprove that or prove it again. We'll find out. And so origami heart, and if we just put that in phrase match, here, let's add dollar to it. Origami heart dollar. All right, great. So 70,000 results. That should be pretty easy to rank for. Look at all these videos ranking for this. And whoops, and we'll go to the search tool and origami heart dollar, and let's just do a search. Okay, 260, not quite enough for me to do something with it, but let's just try origami heart. Okay, there we go. So 18,000. That's pretty good, and I can find other things here. So basically, here's the deal. Step origami. I don't know what the heck that is, but maybe step-by-step origami. Bill origami, to make origami, and origami. Yeah, it looks like these are just cut off phrases from other things people type. Make money origami. How funny. Making an origami, instructions origami. So, you know, maybe I will go for some of these lower search terms, but I think the 480 maybe. How do you make origami? Fold a note into a heart. Ooh. Ew, that's so sweet. Let's go to Google and search for that and see how that sounds. Fold a note into a heart. Yeah, that would be super easy to rank for. Super, super, super easy. And especially with the Empower Network blog, because it is, look at this, 158 in the US. Number one is like Facebook. You know, number two, Google, number three, YouTube right now. Globally, it's under 400 already. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So it's going to be super easy to rank for this, and I will prove it to you. So anyway, watch for my posts. Watch for my origami posts. You can subscribe to the blog. And yeah, and we'll see what we can do here. It's going to be very interesting case study. Can I make money with origami online without selling books on Amazon? Let's see. All right. See you guys later.